I'm Hannah.
And I'm Simon.
And welcome to the second episode of PolyWaffle,
the new variety art show run by the students of Melbourne Polytechnic.
In this week's episode, we'll be talking with local clothing designer and shop owner Alini Allen, as well as exploring how Melbourne-based photographer Eamon uses his art as a form of therapy.
We also have fan favourite and PolyWaffle insider Dan back with another segment of Is This Art?
I really don't know if it's a fan favourite.
I don't know either. But first up, we have an interview with John Pedler, amateur filmmaker and one of the creators of the post-apocalyptic web series Vanished.
I'm John Pedler, I'm an amateur filmmaker, and this is a day in my life. So I wake up in the morning, I have breakfast, have a shower, then I actually get stuck into projects of mine, such as, various short films, and sometimes just to change it up, I work on some music. In my downtime, I'll watch a lot of movies and TV shows, or I'll play video games.
So what TV show are you watching right now?
So I'm watching multiple TV shows, but I'm currently watching for the first time Black Sails and Black Mirror. I'm also re-watching House of Cards.
What video games are you playing recently?
I just started finally playing Dead Rising 4, and I'm also about to start playing Far Cry 3 Classic Edition. And then I'll eat dinner and I'll go to sleep. My name's John Pedler, and that was a day in my life.
Wow, seems like he has a pretty relaxing gig.
Yeah, you can definitely say that.
Yeah.
Maybe I should get into Black Sails.
Yeah, absolutely. Up next, we've got the Do-It-Yourself segment, and this week we have calligraphy artist Jason Calenda showing us some of the basics.
Hi, my name's Jason Calenda, and today I'm just going to be teaching you guys some basic calligraphy. And so basically the first line is just a downwards line. So a bit of an inlet at the top, coming from the top right, going down, and near the bottom left. The line that you need for 90% of all the calligraphy letters. The second stroke, bit of an outlier, and basically only used for the A. For the third stroke, again starting at that 45-degree angle, coming down and then coming back up to create a semicircle, again at that 45-degree angle. Alright, so using those strokes, here's just some examples. First one we got is the A, again, that downwards line. For the second one we go with the B, and it uses that first line which we were going with, which is the line of beauty. Yeah, so and now just some examples of some of the lowercase letters in calligraphy, which are also called minuscules, not lowercase. So majuscules, minuscules, makes sense. They're very simplified versions pretty much, and I think they're a lot easier to take on. Alright, and those are some of the basics you guys need to know for calligraphy. Thank you.
God, that looks kind of easy.
Yeah, how's your pinch pot going from last week?
Oh, don't bring that up. Yeah, I guess you're right. Maybe I should stop overestimating my skills.
Well, we've got our first feature story coming up next, and we're catching up with local clothing designer Alini Allen. He'll be talking about his clothing label Hand to Hand and the importance of fashion in culture.
So Hand to Hand's been around since July 2013. So yeah, coming up our 5th year. Yeah, so Hand to Hand, probably describe it as more like skater orientated, sort of like street fashion mixed with hip hop, like graffiti culture. So I was probably first introduced to hip hop through my sister and cousins. Probably the earliest I remember would probably be around when I was 9. My sister used to play like Tupac and stuff like that. Around like high school, I got into graffiti, started looking at design sort of stuff around then, developing a style. But originally that came from skateboarding, so like early introduction would be like skateboarding as a kid and seeing like graffiti and stuff at skate parks. definitely graffiti got me into seeing design on like clothing through like brands like Blank and all that stuff, like Burn and stuff that I was interested in. Just like seeing the stuff that I saw on the streets on a t-shirt was kind of like an eye-opening thing. And then yeah, I didn't really study, so to speak, but yeah, pretty much self-taught. And like, yeah, just like sketching and just figuring out how to get your designs from like a piece of paper onto a t-shirt. Yeah, so I did a little bit of study, but it wasn't really in design or like arts degree or anything like that. So like I went to uni, but basically I just taught myself how to use like Illustrator and all the Adobe programs to do design. Or even started off as like online, like Paint. Yeah, I think it plays a huge part in modern culture. Like, everywhere you look, it sort of like defines you as a person. So like people could know that just by you walking down the street that you belong to some sort of subculture. So it's kind of like a uniform. Yeah, I think it plays a huge part in mainstream fashion. It's sort of pretty much taken over everything that you look at. So like, I don't know, it probably stemmed from like Run DMC wearing like Shelto Adidas, that sort of took over, like B-boys and stuff. And then yeah, obviously skateboarding and punk rock and all that sort of shit's very much influenced everything in fashion these days, from like high-end fashion labels looking at inspiration from like how someone would have dressed in the 80s. Yeah, definitely for the future, I just want to expand the brand more into more cut and sew sort of pieces, like not just doing the t-shirt print stuff, but like expanding to like jackets and like doing cool ranges. Maybe even work more on the wholesale side of the brand, so you're getting into like a few stores that I like and admire around the world would be cool. Yeah, advice would probably just be like, own your craft, just work at it, if you're passionate about it, stuff will happen. Don't force things, and yeah, get sort of advice, or not advice, but like feedback from your friends, because they're going to tell you if you suck. And definitely don't hold back on taking a chance, and don't conform to what society tells you to do, how you have to live. But you can do whatever you want at the end of the day.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind about the influence that hip-hop and skateboarding have on mainstream fashion. Just take a walk down Smith Street and have a look for yourself.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. There's no doubt about that. Next time in Fitzroy, I'll definitely have to check out that shop for myself.
Cool. Well, up after the break, we've got our inside man Dan again with another segment of Is This Art?
And we've got our second feature story about photographer Eamon Karki, who uses his art as a form of therapy. Be sure to stick around.
And we're back.
Thanks for sticking around, folks. We've got some killer content coming up.
We sure do. In this week's segment of Is This Art? Dan will be talking about an invisible piece of art.
That sounds informative.
Oh boy. Take it away, Dan.
We're back. James Leeds with me again. How you doing over there, buddy?
Been better?
Yeah, what's that? Aren't you excited to be on the show? You dig into some art?
You tied me to a chair.
Oh, we have fun. He definitely wants to be here. James, I've got a good one for you today. We're going to look at a piece of art called Fresh Air. It's sold for $10,000 from the Museum of Non-Visible Art. Have you heard of non-visible art?
No, I haven't.
Oh boy, you're in for a treat. The museum itself is a joint venture from Praxis and friend of the show, James Franco. And the piece it sold is described as follows. A unique piece, only this one is for sale. The air you are purchasing is like buying an endless tank of oxygen. No matter where you are, you always have the ability to take a breath of the most delicious, clean-smelling air that the earth can produce. Every breath gives you endless peace and health. This artwork is something to carry with you if you own it, because wherever you are, you can imagine yourself getting the most beautiful taste of air that is from the mountaintops or fields or from the ocean side. It's an endless supply. So, how does that make you feel? Or like, you know, do you feel endlessly peaceful and healthy about that?
No.
Okay, well, maybe do you have any critical analysis as a subject matter expert?
Yes, can I have some water, please?
Didn't want to do this in front of everybody, but we have spoken about this.
Just a sip.
Well, you haven't really given us any real insight into the piece, so I guess maybe next time, you know, if you do a little better, I can give you some water, but...
Fine, it's good.
I expected so much more from you, James. All right, that's all from us, guys. See you next time.
Thanks, Dan. I'm not really sure how to feel about that, Hannah.
Well, I guess art is subjective.
Subjective to say the least, am I right?
Up next is part 2 of personal development for artists, and we'll be talking with Emily again about how she uses acting, meditation and yoga.
Acting, yoga and meditation all have a rich heritage that give us meaning.
When you're moving and you're so involved in just where is my right foot, where is my left foot, it's like a dance, and it's flow. And I think that they influence each other in that way, and that's probably why I loved yoga so much. There are actually a lot of actors in Hollywood and also, of course, within Australia who are Buddhist and who practice meditation and yoga as well. Richard Gere, Keanu Reeves, even Sarah Jessica Parker. There's a lot of actors who explore this, and I think that because there is such a big connection between the two in self-awareness and understanding suffering.
In Tibetan, there is a word called tonglen, which means giving and receiving. Tonglen is innately part of art. We take in others' suffering in order to create and give out something that is healing.
And when we do experience tragedy or pain or even just discomfort, we actually have a way to use it rather than push it away.
Acting, yoga and meditation, they hold a mirror up to who we really are. They are our reflections.
Well, that was pretty cool. I can really see how yoga and meditation could be beneficial for someone who does acting.
Yeah, absolutely. Next up, we have a piece on Eamon Karki, a very talented photographer who uses his art as a form of therapy.
My name is Eamon Karki, and I'm a visual artist, photographer, and a storyteller. I think the things that I love are the things that inspires me. I love sitting in a cafe where I can see all the people walking and watching them. I love the rain, the raindrops on a window, the cold, cozy atmosphere that winter makes. I love the music that doesn't have lyrics, because I feel music makes you free in imagination, while lyrics can put you in a cage of the lyrics itself. I love talking with my family, hearing their stories, meeting new people that has stories to tell. I think this is all the things that inspires me. My photographs are mostly self-portrait, documenting feelings and stories, inspired from myself moving from Lebanon to Australia, from stories I've been told and music. I decided to do self-portrait because there's no fail or success. I take the photos, and if they don't work, I redo it, and I keep trying until I get the image I want without wasting anyone's time. I can be the photographer, creator, model, creative director, cinematographer, and a storyteller all in one while I'm doing a self-portrait. Coming to Melbourne at the start was a shock for me because I left my family and my friends, and this feeling of nostalgia, that's what I can express in my work, because all my work, you have this feeling of nostalgia, homesickness and stuff. Maybe I needed that move to create this art. If I stay in Lebanon, I won't. At the heart of creativity, it should be one underlying question: what makes us happy? My art is a therapy. One day I was on the phone with my elder sister, and she told me, "Lucky you can express all these dark feelings inside you, from anger to depressions to sadness to happiness, and turn it into nice things, into a piece of art."
Wow, that was actually amazing. He's such a good photographer.
I love the way he uses colour. He's really talented.
He sure is, Hannah. Stick around, gang, because after the break, we follow local graffiti artist Prone as he takes us to one of his favourite places.
And after that, we've got our musical guest, Seeker, featuring Gabrielle Marino, and they'll be performing one of their new tracks, One of These Moods.
Be sure to stick around.
Welcome back, gang.
Yeah, thanks for hanging tough, guys.
Up now, we've got local graph writer and artist Prone, and he'll be talking about some of his favourite places to create.
My name is Prone. I've been living in Melbourne for about a year now. I'm a graffiti writer and designer. I'm really interested in typography and lettering, and I also do canvas art as well. I'm influenced by comic book stuff and also horror art as well. The thing I enjoy the most about doing my art is that when I'm doing my art, I'm only focused on doing my art. I don't have to worry about anything else in the world except for what's in front of me, which is my painting. My favorite place to paint and hang out would be, I really enjoy painting in the parks and the laneways in Melbourne, as well as just at home in my studio. The city of Melbourne really inspires me, but I'm also inspired by comic book art and horror art and things that are happening in pop culture. Yeah, really enjoy getting better and evolving with my art.
Well, that looked like a pretty relaxing and inspiring place to paint. What are your thoughts, Hannah?
I actually think all of Melbourne is inspiring.
Yeah, definitely. This city is amazing.
Sad to say, but I think we're coming to the end of episode 2, and what a great episode it's been.
Yeah, sure was, Hannah. We got through so much information, such a short period of time. But what were your favourite bits?
I think my favourite was Prone, the graffiti artist. I just love to see someone inspired by where they live.
Yeah, definitely. His creativity was off the charts.
Well, that's all we've got time for this week on episode 2 of PolyWaffle.
Closing out the show, we've got Melbourne MC Seeker, featuring Gabrielle Marino, performing their track One of These Moods.
This track is so dope. I love it.
Thanks again for watching another episode of PolyWaffle, guys. I'm Simon.
And I'm Hannah.
And we hope to catch you next week. Peace.
See ya.
Hey, you got me in one of the moods. I got a fresh fade and I got myself some new shoes. Feeling smooth, got a message with some new tunes. Met a girl and she wanna go and need to. I stay modest, you get yours, I get mine. Success is what you make it, how you define. All I want is good vibes and a bright shine. Reciprocate the love that I'm giving at any time. Grassroots, slow grind is okay. Don't have to have fame to do something great. Feeling cool right here as I move right here. And I'm feeling so fly like a flu right here. Make me wanna turn the music up and slide across the room. Put a clap with my two-step when I move. By myself it's so good when I'm in the groove. Why be greedy when it's better with you? Come on.
You got me in one of these moves, yeah. I just wanna share that with you. You got me in one of these moves, yeah. I just wanna share that with you.
Forget about my color and where I come from, my beliefs and my religion. Can't we all just get along just for one song? The vibe's strong and I know we got it going on. That's what I think when I'm looking at you. Cause you're pretty to me, I sense you into me too. Got my strut on, hot damn, I'm pleased. I'm the cool in the breeze, I'm like honey to the bees. Excuse myself as I'm feeling on me. The energy is catchy, we feeling so free. Be kind to your soul, take time to unfold. Let yourself glow, you a star, let it show. Oh, by myself it's so good when I'm in the mood. Why be greedy when it's better with you? Come on. And you make me wanna say, and you make me wanna say,
yeah, 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 yeah.
And you make me wanna say, and you make me wanna say,
yeah, yeah, yeah. You got me in one of these moves, yeah. And I just wanna share that with you. You got me in one of these moves, yeah. And I just wanna share that with you.